What do Israel and America want in Iran?
United States, Trump administration. Destroy Iran's nuclear program completely. Zero enrichment. Raise the ballistic missile program. Sink the Iranian Navy. Break the axis of resistance, Hezbollah, Houthis, etc., and achieve regime change. Replace the Islamic Republic with a government that does not threaten the U.S. or its allies. Trump has repeatedly said the goal is freedom for the Iranian people. Eliminate the existential threat of a nuclear-armed Iran, plus long-range missiles, plus proxies that surround Israel. Netanyahu calls it removing the head of the octopus. Why did the war start in 2026? Years of shadow war plus direct clashes in 2024 lead to a 12-day Israel-Iran war in June 2025. Israel plus U.S. struck nuclear sites. Failed indirect nuclear talks in February 2026, mediated by Oman. Iran refused full zero enrichment deal. Trump and Netanyahu saw a narrow window. Iran's proxies, Hamas and Hezbollah, were already crippled. Assad had fallen in Syria, and Iran was rebuilding its nuclear program. Strikes launched February 28, 2026. On February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched the largest joint military operation in the Middle East since the 2003 Iraq War. Within 48 hours, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was dead. Missiles flew both ways. 3 American soldiers were killed. A shadow war that lasted 47 years just became a shooting war. This is how we got here and what happens next. 1979 Iranian Revolution. U.S. Embassy hostage crisis. Death to America chants. Iran-Iraq war. 1983 Beirut bombing, etc. Since the 1979 Islamic Revolution, Iran has called the United States the Great Satan and Israel the Little Satan. Iran built the axis of resistance, Hezbollah, Hamas, Houthis, Iraqi militias to surround its enemies. Israel responded with covert operations, assassinations of nuclear scientists, and the Stuxnet cyber attack.
For Israel, a nuclear Iran is an existential threat. The regime's leaders say they want to wipe us off the map. For Iran, this is about sovereignty. They see Israel and America as aggressors trying to dominate the region.
October 7, 2023. Hamas attack, Iran-backed. 2024, direct Iran-Israel missile exchanges, April and October. June 2025, 12-day war. Israel plus U.S. strike Iranian nuclear sites. December 2025, Assad falls in Syria. February 6th through 27th, 2026, secret indirect talks in Oman collapse. After crippling Hamas and Hezbollah in 2024 and watching Assad fall, Israel saw a historic window. In February 2026, President Trump gave Iran one last chance at indirect talks: zero uranium enrichment, full inspections, and support for proxies. Iran refused. On February 28th, Operation Epic Fury, U.S., and Operation Roaring Lion, Israel, began. America's goals, stated by President Trump: destroy Iran's nuclear program forever, raise the ballistic missile arsenal, sink the Iranian Navy, break the axis of resistance, regime change, let the Iranian people take their government back. Israel's goals: remove every weapon that can reach Tel Aviv and every proxy that surrounds the Jewish state. Iran's security chief: They want to plunder and disintegrate Iran. Khamenei killed. Iranian missiles hit Israel and Gulf cities. Hezbollah fires on Israel. Israel strikes Beirut. 3 U.S. troops dead, more expected. Smoke over Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Tehran. In 72 hours, the war has already spread to Lebanon and the Gulf. Hundreds of thousands fleeing homes. Oil prices spiking. Scenario 1. Regime change. Optimistic for U.S. and Israel. New leadership in Tehran signs a deal. No nukes, no proxies, peace. Scenario 2. Prolonged air war. Trump's 4 to 5 weeks campaign until Iran's military is broken. Scenario 3. Negotiated ceasefire. Surviving Iranian leaders accept limited deal under massive pressure. Scenario 4. Wider war. Full regional explosion involving more countries. Expert 3. Neutral analyst. History shows air power alone rarely topples regimes, but if internal protests explode, everything changes. The Middle East stands at a crossroads. One path leads to a new Iran without nuclear weapons or terror proxies. The other leads to years of chaos and higher oil prices for the world. Only one thing is certain. After 47 years, the old rules are gone. The question now is, what will replace them?
How can it end? Possible paths. Quick regime collapse plus new Iranian leadership that accepts U.S.-Israeli demands. Denuclearization, no proxies. Trump says he will talk to new leaders. Prolonged air or naval campaign. Trump mentioned 4 to 5 weeks until Iran's military is broken. Ceasefire plus new nuclear deal if Iran's surviving leaders negotiate under pressure. Worst case, wider regional war. Lebanon, Gulf states already seeing strikes.